WCB Podcast, your source for all things Chicago Blackhawks and everything hockey. With your host, Jarom and Tanner. Let's do it. Jarom and Tanner.
All right, it's another edition of the Windy City Benders Podcast. It's Jarom, it's Tanner. What's up, bud?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing much better.
I think we already were talking about this and we already came up with the episode title, but the Negging works.
Yeah, what did we come up with again? I forgot.
I was Neg works, the Neg works or something like that, or maybe we forgot it.
I think we forgot it.
I think because I originally said it was like totally redeem themselves. But
yeah, it might have been just Negging works.
Negging works, yeah. So I mean, literally, as we are talking about how this vet group isn't the one to teach these kids to go to the next level, and
Lardis and Oliver Moore probably need to start next season in Rockford and need more time.
Boy, what happens this week? I mean, let's get right into it because we were recording while the Islanders game was going on. And I think we even mentioned like some of the goals that were happening as we were recording. Just to recap that really quick, Teravainen scores. One of the vets that we said probably isn't the guy to show these kids how to play. Lardis said he probably needs to spend more time in the AHL. Gets a power play goal for his second of the year. Also assisted both those goals, Oliver Moore.
Yep.
And it was just so goddamn funny. As we're recording, I'm just like, well, just keep shit talking them. And boy, it worked.
I would never understood when guys would neg girls, but now I get it. Keep it up.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Also, wait, was this goal scored with like 3 seconds left? Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was scored with 3 seconds left. That's crazy. Love it. I didn't even realize it was that late in the game. That's so funny.
And then I'll say this too, because it was like they also ran with it in the other shootout game this week. I love them throwing Lardis first. They
did it the last 3 shootouts. It was Dallas twice, and Islanders once. He's 2 for 3, and both of those are against Jake Ottinger.
Dude, I love the confidence they have. I don't know if you got your.
No. Sorry, it wasn't. He didn't go first the first game against Dallas. He ended it against Dallas the first time, and then he went first the last 2 times. So against the Islanders and then against Dallas, number 2. Yeah.
But I love the confidence that let the kid feel it and build some confidence out there. And like you said, he's 2 for 3. Yep. And those 2 goals are against arguably one of the best American goalies. So,
I thought it was against Jesus Christ, dude. I suck. Dallas first, Islanders second,
Dallas,
Washington third.
Wow, I just believed what you were saying.
Yeah, dude.
I just did it.
It's because you know what it is. I have Ottinger on my fantasy team, and they've just been losing. They've lost their last 6 games, and I think 2 of those games have been in a shootout. Yeah, they lost in a shootout to Montreal in the 4th. That's what I was thinking of. And I know we played them twice, and for some reason my head was like, we did it twice to them.
All right, well, yeah, you. I'll put my hand up. You sold me on that one, so I just believed you on it.
That's right.
So
I'm good at that.
But still, so I mean that game. They ended up losing the shootout, but it was great seeing them battle back because watching that game while we were recording in the first period, I was just like, God damn it, here we go again. The Islanders scored fairly quickly, and it just felt like things were just gonna continue to get worse until we got Bedard back. But this was the start of a good turnaround for this team. And then so we go on to New Year's Day, kicking off the 2026 year. Hawks, Dallas, like you said, coming off of the shootout win against Dallas in Dallas a week ago. And I kind of was a little nervous for this one. Like, Dallas was going to just be like, all right, no, fuck you guys. We gotta get this one back after that embarrassment of losing to you guys in the shootout. And it was all Chicago again, man.
Yeah.
Leshinoff, power play goal in the first. Like,
only his second goal of the year, could be his like 15th.
I think 15's putting it like conservatively. I think he's probably pushing 20, 30. Like, Jesus Christ.
With all the
But
posts. Jeez.
I just love him getting so like not afraid to get into the play. Like, I feel like every time I look up when Leshinov's got the puck in the offensive zone, he's in the fucking slot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, it's not even that. It's like there's times where he just has the puck and I'm like, all right, he's gonna move it. And he just is casually like getting away from everyone. And I'm like, how is Levshinov just like dipsy doodling around the ice, like, you know, getting around one guy, moving around another. He's just looking for like the open guy, and then he's just like slowing down, speeding up, and he's all over the place. I'm just like, for whatever reason, I'm not nervous he's gonna lose it either. Like, he's been so calm and collected with it. It's so crazy.
No, and that was the one thing I noticed when I went to that game against Detroit. There wasn't much to take away like positive out of that, but watching him with the puck, like there was the one sequence in, I forgot what period it was, but he literally was like for 15 seconds was just skating back and forth on that blue line, like trying to get somebody, find somebody open, like make a move, get free and all that kind of stuff. And just the confidence he has, like the fact that he's so young and again, that defensive position, it's so hard to get like jump into the league unless you're the freaks like Schaefer and McCarr and stuff like that. But it's like he's been, the transition for him has been much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a lot more growing pains.
I thought that it was we weren't, when we drafted him, I didn't think he was already going to be on the roster this soon, let alone playing 58 games already in his career.
In key situations.
Yes. And he's getting more and more ice time. Over the past 5 games, so I was just pulling them up. Pittsburgh, which that game was a shit show, he had 23 minutes. Against the Islanders, he had 22:43. Dallas, 18:27. I'm not sure why, if there was penalties or whatnot. And then Washington, he had 23:46 in Vegas. I mean, I almost said Vancouver. Vegas was 23:39. So he's getting 23-ish minutes a night now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that's just going to make it so much easier for decisions going forward and like how to build this back end and what way to go.
I think it's been very funny to see like the defense time on ice as the season has gone on, because like this season started, it was like Rinzel was getting like 25 minutes. And then as it got a little bit further into the past the first few games, it then was like Vlasic was at 23, and then it was like Kaiser at like 22. And it's just like back to Vlasic, and now it's like Levshinov. And it's just like, it's so crazy how they're just kind of like, okay, like this guy's playing really well. Like we're not going to just, like there's not like our superstar defenseman. Like whoever's playing well is going to get the most time.
Yeah, they're not handicapping them, which I love it. It's you earn it, you get it. Next man up. No, oh well, this player is so and so. Okay, well, like back in the day, like, you know, Keith and Siebes, like they get the minutes because they're Keith and Siebes.
Yeah,
like
well, they earned it though too, you know.
But I know what I'm saying though. But it's like there was times like they even said like that it kind of felt like the defense was kind of struggling because they felt they couldn't take minutes away from those guys to give them to like younger guys to develop them a little bit. Like they felt like they have to give the 25 plus minutes to those guys because of who they were and what they've done. Now, and not having that kind of situation on there, it's just it opens up so much, I feel.
I mean, yeah, just talking about all these guys, right? Like I'm looking at Crevier now because it seems like he's out there all the time. He started the year playing 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 13 at the most. His last like 5 games, he's up around 20. Like that's just the coach saying like, you're playing well, you're getting minutes. Like that's what it is. Like there's no one's getting above anybody just because of like who they are going to hopefully end up being. It's just like, yeah, you're doing great. Fucking keep it up. You get more time.
Can we talk about how good that pairing of Vlasic and Crevier have been? too.
Well, it helps that they can basically cover the entire ice with their arms straight out. They stand next to each other.
Yeah. But it's just like that was one of those pairs that I like when I first saw it, I wasn't sure that was gonna work.
Mhm.
And it's done pretty fucking well. And I think it's not we'll get to that game, but them throwing Crevier out in the shootout fourth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I mean, hey, they saw him score that shorthanded goal where he made that move like early in the season, and they're like, he must be doing it in practice too. You know, they practice the shootout. They'll fuck around.
But like, yeah, and too, like, I don't know if you watched the shootout or like were you listening to it, but like Hanger was like two like when the second, third shot was coming on, I was like, oh, it's Crevier getting up, it's Crevier getting up. And then when he's like, oh, the Crevier's getting up, the big guy's going. I'm like,
oh yeah,
clearly, like this is like a thing, like that, like they were. I don't know if he was just joking about it, and then it was like, oh shit, it actually came true or not, or if it is something that they like toy around with.
Well, I think it's hilarious because right after him, like they're in the part of the shootout where it's like you win, you score, and you go home, right?
Yeah.
And after him is Burakovsky. like how does that happen? How do you go Crevier and then Burakovsky? It's just so funny.
And then
It
followed
worked
with
out.
Foligno.
Burakovsky
Yeah, and
fucking scored, and then Foligno scored. And it was just like, all right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
yeah, it's funny. Like I was kind of hoping the shootout would go longer because like it's that kind of like right there would have been like a good like point to show like our offense on paper really isn't that deep, but it's working out right now. Like the last few games, it's been working fine, but it's like you look at it, you're just like, fuck, who's gonna be the guy to pull this off? Like,
yeah, I do think it's interesting that Teravainen wasn't involved in that shootout at all, considering he's been in like every other shootout that they've had. I just don't think he's scored a single time, and they're like, all right, bud, like you've got good hands when the play's going on, but not in the shootout.
Because what it was, Lardis, Donato, and Moore, right? The three.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it went Crevier, Burakovsky, Foligno.
I just remember watching Moore go in, and he like slowed up and was doing a bunch of stick handling. And I was like, oh, this fucker thinks he's Patrick Kane.
Hey, I'm fine with it. I love it.
He like literally was like he was like the little kid like trying to be Patrick Kane, like so just doing all the stick handling and then just like a weak shot like on it. Like, but
this
back
to the Dallas game, right?
Yeah.
Like again, because we negged him, Teravainen gets another one.
So not only did he get another one, he got a power play goal. And then Mikheyev gets one, or Mikheyev gets the next two. So he gets two.
And then
he only scores in twos.
Yeah, I was gonna say didn't he hit the post or something in the empty net?
It was just like the story of the Blackhawks season with the post. He hits the post from far, like offensive zone or defensive zone, hits the inside of the post, and it shoots across like the goal line to the corner.
Oh gosh.
But so we nag like saying the vets aren't like, doing their job. Leshinov goal. Burakovsky, Donato the assist. Teravainen scores. Burakovsky, Bertuzzi the assist. Mikheyev scored. Grzelcyk the assist. Mikheyev scores. Donato, Connor Murphy the assist. So we talk shit about the vets not stepping up and showing these kids how to do it. And the next game, boom, they all factor in.
Talk shit about everybody. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all got in on it.
And they got a little scary. Robertson scored with 4 minutes left, and then Duchesne scored with like 20 seconds left. And I was just like, God damn. I was like, they're gonna blow this, they're gonna blow it, but they hang on. The other thing, was Spencer Knight, man. He wanted a goal. he tried for it. Got to maybe center ice, and then it just died.
That sucks.
That would have been awesome.
Not enough juice.
Yeah. So then we head to Friday on the 3rd. The Hawks head to Washington, take on the Capitals.
Saturday.
Was it Saturday? Oh, it was Saturday, Sunday. It was back to back. Yeah, sorry. That's my apologies. Yeah, again, vets stepping up in this one. You got Donato getting his 10th of the season, Mikheyev the assist, Teravainen, 3rd straight game with a goal, 2nd straight game with a power play goal. Bertuzzi and Burakovsky with the assist on that one. Ryan Leonard ties it up about halfway through the 3rd, so this one goes to a shootout. Again, we talked about it. Lardis first up for the Hawks scores. It felt like it was a Chicago Blackhawk shootout because it was Lardis, then Strome, and then it was Anthony
Villiers.
And I was just like, Jesus Christ. But Sonny Milano gets the goal, Brokowski scores, and Foligno with the game winner, which it was so funny. They pointed out too that half of the bench after this game went to Spencer Knight, and the other half went to Foligno at center.
That's always so good. It's like, all right, we got to get both of them. Also, very surprising that this game was just looking at it now, but like only 2 penalties in regulation, and then there was the 1 penalty in overtime.
I thought was weak.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was a penalty at all.
Didn't he slashed the stick out of his hands?
No, so he slashed the upper part of the stick, but Lardis' stick snapped at the bottom. So it just happens to snap lower as he's getting slashed upper.
Dude, the other thing that bothered me in this game was in the third period, it was like a high stick on Ovechkin that got missed. And then his little fucking reaction is to literally slash Vlasic in the midsection, like next play. It's like, you fucking child.
Yeah, but it's Ovechkin, man.
Yeah, but it's like he's a fucking monster. Like he could easily just go and hit somebody in the corner, but he's gonna just wind up and slash him in the fucking like in the stomach. Not even the guy that fucking hit him. Like it's just so stupid. It's so childish.
He's an old man. He can't do it anymore.
Yeah, he can't affect the score sheet like he used to. So he's just gonna start slashing people.
He's been stuck on 9-13, I think, for a minute now. Was it 9-13 or like 9?
He's on 9-13. Jesus Christ.
What is it? Is it 9-13? Or is it 9-11? Never forget.
Never forget.
Now I gotta see.
God damn, dude. Spencer Knight was the first.
Oh, sorry, he's at 9-14. But it's because he was at 9-12 against the Hawks. He scored 2 yesterday against the Ducks.
All right, were they empty netters? Spencer Knight 185 goals against average and a 941 save percentage, and then Logan Thompson 185 goals against average at a 939 save percentage. These kids are good.
Only one of Ovechkin's was an empty net against the Ducks.
See,
I said one.
Yeah. I knew it though. Of course, he gets the fucking empty netter.
So the Hawks then wrap up the last week in the back half of the back-to-back, and
which has this season been their worst games of the year by far. Yeah. As like an aggregate total, I guess you could say. I don't fucking know how to really explain it, but like in the situations that they've been in when they play games, their second game of a back-to-back has always been dog shit. I think the lowest, like the least amount of goals they've given up in a back-to-back is 4, but also in that game that they gave up 4 goals, they didn't score a single goal. They've given up like 4 and like 6 and like 7, and it's just terrible.
But today, I'm like, why does that sound so familiar? 4-0, because I was at that fucking game. That's right.
Yeah, it's the Detroit game.
I'm like, it sounds so familiar.
That's so fucking good. I think the other good thing about this game too, especially with this past week, I think it has been just the Hawks learning how to play without Bedard and Nazar, and they've looked much better.
They gave up 9 back-to-back against Buffalo and scored 3.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But it's noticeable this past week how this is one of those things where, like I've mentioned at the start of the year, coaching, it's huge. And Blashill has got them working really well now after, experiencing what life is like without Bedard and Nazar. And like, okay, like we have to do something. We can't just carry on and be absolute shit. like we can play hockey still. Like, and then this game just happens to be a Tyler Bertuzzi game, which, He's been having some good games this year.
Put that hand up.
Hey, I'll put my both hands up, dude. It's fucking.
I just love after the OT goal. You're just like, yeah, Bert's having a good year.
It's like, all right, I'll admit it. He's having a good season. It's just, it's interesting too, because like Vegas is supposed to be, top team in the league, right? Hawks hold to 15 shots.
And here's the other thing coming into this one that I was nervous too, not only the back-to-back, but it's like Vegas has lost 4 in a row going into this one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I know this team is technically better than it has been in the past few years, but they're still bottom of the totem pole here. So teams still, I think, see the Hawks as a chance to reset and like, let's get back on track type of game. So that was like, shit, what can happen here?
It's interesting too, because I forgot that we had lost in a shootout to them in early December. So another OT game against Vegas. Again, supposed to be one of the top teams in the league right now. But we pushed them to OT twice and we've won once. But Tyler Bertuzzi, man, he actually scored on a shot this time.
Yeah.
And then he gets the old classic Tyler Bertuzzi goal. Dude, I think Ryan Green, like he's gonna be such a solid player for the Hawks. The way that he gets the opportunities and finds the open space in front of the net, like we said multiple podcasts, that once the scoring touch starts clicking for him, we're going to see him on the score sheet a lot more often. But it's situations like that game tying goal where he stays with it and makes a great pass to the back door, and Bertuzzi, because he's basically a backboard, misses on his first attempt, but because his foot's there, it bounces off his foot and then he stuffs it home. And I'm just like, it's so stressful watching him whiff. I completely forgot too that Foligno hit the post twice in a row this fucking week, where it was like the dying seconds of the Islanders game, and then opening minutes of like the Dallas game. But like shit like that is like stressful as hell. But luckily he tied the game. The Hawks went on to win in OT. Another game though too that the Hawks are being much more disciplined, because they had at the beginning of the year, I don't really know where this transition happened, but they were one of the most penalized teams at the beginning of the year. And in this game, they only took 1 penalty, and it was Ryan Green.
Yeah, it's probably Blashill being like, dude, straighten the fuck up and stop taking fucking penalty. And it's
if you're gonna hinder this team with like bad discipline, you're not gonna fucking play. Like that's what it probably comes down to. And then guys are like, oh yeah, I want to play.
Yeah, like it's just, you can only shoot yourself in the foot so many times by taking dumb penalties that it's like at some point, like I'm sure Blashill's like, you want to keep fucking doing this? Like, is this really how you guys want to play out here?
Just double checking, and Dallas Hawks only had 1 penalty. That's another one. Let me see against the Islanders. Islanders, they had a couple. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Just 1 per period, and then 1 in overtime. Oh yeah, I remember
overtime.
It was Levshinov. He got a tripping call. But I mean, at least in the last 3 games, they've only gotten 1 penalty each game. And that's that's huge going forward, because like a lot of teams rely on a power play, Yeah. Edmonton Oilers. If you're not in the box, you're really limiting teams like offensive chances. That's why Vegas only got 15 fucking shots. Like, Jesus Christ.
You mean to tell me by having a man advantage, you have better opportunities to score?
I mean, some teams do. Some don't. There were some Blackhawks teams that would not be on the advantage if they were on the power play.
Yeah, the Hawks, man. Even like those cup teams, like for how good they were, there was times I'm like, how are they not scoring like every single time?
Yeah.
Like there was zero reason for that team to be that bad at the power play.
You have Hossa, Kane, Taves, Sharp, and Keith. What?
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, it's nice to see the Hawks have kind of turned a corner here on their play without their pretty much their top two like young guys.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we'll do real quick before we go into like 3 stars and all that. There has been some update on them. Bedard and Foligno Foligno and Nazar has I got distracted by the ticker. I forgot to take out like transactions that happened last episode. Shit. Okay. Nazar and Bedard were both skating again. Both in non-contact jerseys. Bedard's finally shooting. I know last week, I don't know if it was after we recorded or before we recorded, but Bedard was skating, but he wasn't shooting. Now he's shooting. He participated in practice today. I don't know if Nazar was in practice or if he just skated beforehand with Bedard.
I don't know when this updated, but it's via Charlie Roumeliotis. Bedard won't be in the lineup versus St. Louis on Wednesday, but is considered day-to-day after that. So it would basically be any time after Wednesday or after today.
That's good. Yeah.
And then,
like I said, I said this earlier, they did say the plan was to try to get him in before the Olympic break.
Yeah.
And I think it was all based on how he was feeling. They weren't rushing it. And I mean, if he's shooting in puck and in practice and stuff like that and taking part in that, I don't know why you would hold him off.
Yeah, I'm curious if we see him Friday or Saturday, or if they just wait until Monday against the Oilers. And then at least on Puckpedia, it has Frank Nazar as just estimated return like February 26th. So I'm assuming it's just like after the Olympic break.
I think so.
Yeah, because he broke his jaw, right?
Yeah. I think last week he just started eating solid foods again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember hearing that.
So
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I wonder if they would wait. I almost think Edmonton would probably be the right move because it's like don't throw him in a back-to-back, and don't throw him.
You could throw him in the second game of a back-to-back.
Yeah, I mean, keep him at home. I don't know. It would be nice to just. I know Nashville's nothing now. That rivalry is kind of dead, but it would be nice to see Bedard come back and just.
How are you going to say that rivalry is kind of dead already?
What's that?
Because they're bad? Because Nashville's bad?
Because both teams have been bad, so there really hasn't been anything.
Nothing to
like
fight
I feel like Nashville Hawks is only really a rivalry when both teams are good. The only team that I think is a rival for the Hawks, regardless of what the teams are doing, is St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like how it was with Detroit. No matter how bad the Hawks were, it was still a rivalry game against Detroit. I don't get that vibe from like Nashville.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like, okay, I'll agree.
I might be wrong. That's just my personal feeling with it. It's just also kind of hard to build a rivalry with anybody when you've been shit for 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, when you get to the playoffs, that's when shit starts to bubble over, and that's when it's nice and hot. A nice hot rivalry.
Yeah, it's like you want to say you get a rival with somebody. I feel like that's like the little brother. Like I'm just as good as my big brother, and it's like no, you suck. You like go away. Like that's how I feel like the Hawks are right now. Like
just like hold them away at like arm's length, and they're trying to swing it. They can't.
Yeah. All right. 3 stars of the week.
Well, do you want to say? Or I was gonna say, should we just look at what games we got coming ahead real quick, or do you want to do that after 3 stars?
We do real quick. So we got tomorrow or tonight. This is posted. St. Louis in Chicago
with no Bedsy. Remember?
Yeah, with a nice early 8:30 puck drop.
Because it's in fucking TNT.
Yep. Then the Washington Capitals come to town 7:00. They will be rocking the black jerseys for that one.
Oh, which is so weird. Like, dude, rock them on Wednesday against the Blues. But whatever. And it's so funny to me when they do stuff like this, where it's like we just played Washington on Saturday. We play them twice a year, and they're coming to Chicago like less than a week.
Yeah. Then Saturday, we're in Nashville at 7, and then Monday, the Edmonton Oilers come to town. The Stan Plan comes to Chicago once again. See how that works out. I love everybody just shitting on him now. I like feel so vindicated because there was a tweet that was talking about like what went wrong with the Oilers, and then there was someone like quote tweeted and like listed all the stupid moves they made, and that Mario I can't say his last name from like SCH Chicago like SCH
Tirabassi.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Yep, this is what happened," and it's a picture of Stan Bowman like in his introductory press conference, like holding the jersey. Like,
that's good.
That's amazing. So yeah, that's 4 games coming up. The Bedsy watch is on. We'll see. 3 stars of the week. I mean, I think first star you got to give to Bertuzzi.
Yeah, got the Hattie, 2 assists as well. He's not eating too healthy with only like 12 assists on the year, but he's got 22 goals, which is crazy. 22 goals right now with, I mean, what they're halfway through the year, a game past halfway, 42 games. He had 22 goals all of last year, I think.
Yeah.
23 last year, and he's already at 22. He missed a few games, so he actually has 22 goals in 39 games.
Oh, chunk of those now are coming out without Bedard.
It's kind of crazy. I saw somebody on the Hawks subreddit had mentioned, or maybe it was just regular hockey subreddit, but they were talking about it was like the Bertuzzi having like, you know, a hat trick, and it was like, yeah, the Hawks have had really strange goal scorers. Like Dickinson had 22 years ago, Donato had 30 last year. It's like Bertuzzi might hit 40 this year, and then they were like, maybe next year Mikheyev 50. It's like I don't think so, but more than likely Connor Bedard might hit 50.
Foligno signs a 1-year deal, scores 40 next year.
Yeah, that'd be sick. It's crazy too, dude. Bertuzzi has 86 shots, 22 goals. His shooting percentage is 25.6.
Asterisk though.
Yeah, because all those tip-ins count as shots. Because what else are they gonna count as? It's hilarious to see. It's just a wild shooting percentage. I score like 1 out of every 4 shots I take.
It's so stupid. I just love too. I think I told you this. We were watching the game, a Dallas game, and my fiance is like, wait, isn't Bertuzzi the guy that can't stay on his feet? Like he doesn't know how to skate? And I was like, yup. And like 100%. So it's like, he makes no sense as a player. Like it's so funny. But hey, he's getting it done. I love it. You are admitting it too, that he's doing well. So
yeah, he's doing better.
Second star.
Burakovsky.
That's what I was leaning towards. Yeah, 5 assists.
Yes.
+1. Jumped up to second in the team lead in assists.
It's only because Bedsy's not there. I mean, Bedsy's still first, probably.
Yeah, he's still first. You can see at the bottom ticker because I did update that correctly, not the fucking transactions. And then third star, I'm going Spencer Knight.
Yeah, I would do Knighter.
201, 913 save percentage, 221 goals against average. Kind of back to form a little bit to what he was doing earlier in the season. I know he had kind of a rough stretch.
Yes, he also had extra time in 2 of those games too, where I think if he had both shootouts, right? Islanders and Dallas.
Washington. We already talked about this.
Yeah, dude, I fucked up again. Islanders and Washington. So he had extra time that he, shut the door all in overtime too, and solid in the shootout. I honestly because the Hawks have been pretty bad in the shootout, so it's nice to see that they got 2 wins in the shootout in the past week. Or sorry, they didn't even get the win against the Islanders. I keep thinking about the fucking Dallas shootout because that also happened recently, but that's not it.
It was like right before we recorded again after the holiday break.
Mm-hmm. Just playing Dallas like 2 times in less than a week has really thrown me back and forth on which game is which.
Yeah. Oh man. So all right. Let's move on to like the big topic here. Last Wednesday, we found out Team Canada selections for the Olympic team, and what we were anticipating, unfortunately, did come true. Connor Bedard did not make the team. Before we get initial reaction, like I think what was wild about this was they had the excuse to say use his injury for not selecting him, like on a tee. All they had to do is swing and hit it, and straight up said Doug Armstrong straight up said like no non-factor.
Yeah,
which to me is wild.
He's clearly one of the best players in the NHL this season.
So at the time of his injury, he was second only to Nathan McKinnon in points, outproducing Celebrini, McDavid, like all these guys that get selected for it. So like I don't understand how he was on the outside looking in the entire time.
Because he didn't play for Canada in the World Championships.
And that's the other thing that I mean, that's kind of like what I was going to lead into.
And he's still like top 5 in points per game, like in the league.
He's got, what was it? Is he at what, 44 points in 31 games?
Yep.
Absolutely ridiculous. Like I just did that whole hockey not playing for Team Canada at the World Championship to me is the biggest like bullshit of an excuse ever, because it's like, dude, he decided not to play there so he can improve his game because he knew what he was doing wasn't working and it wasn't to a level that he wanted to be. So he changed how he wanted to train, and he wanted to give us full summer to work at that. With not, I mean, obviously it's to get better for the Hawks, but I honestly think it was so he can prove that he belongs on Team Canada for the Olympics. And he fucking did it.
Yep.
He absolutely did it. And I don't understand how that is. Like, the politics, man. It's like, you think it stops at youth hockey, but no, it goes all the way up to the pro ranks too. And it's ridiculous.
I think the thing that drove it crazy too is the fact that it's like there's so much. It's can only be Celebrini or Bedard. It's like, why wouldn't you take fucking both of them? Like, they're so good. Have them play together because they fucking trained over the summer together too.
They're fucking like, buddies.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you fucking have them play together? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Can you imagine the two of them on the wing for fucking Crosby?
As an American, I'm glad that we don't have to imagine that.
Yeah. They would just be insane.
It's just I don't understand this whole anti-Bedard narrative.
I don't know. Because everybody wants to hate on him because he didn't blow the doors off the NHL like Connor McDavid did when he first started.
But I will say this, the hockey fans, like reading comments on like posts about like, especially when it was like everybody, because every account was like, oh, Bedard, not on Team Canada, Bedard, whatever. The amount of people on there that are like, what the fuck is Team Canada doing? Like, what are they thinking? Like, I was like, okay. So people do realize he's a great player. Yeah. And he's good. And okay, so I was like, so I felt like a little bit like, okay, whew, don't have to fucking start commenting, making burner accounts, going after people, just be telling them to shut the fuck up. They don't talk about Bezzy that way. But the other thing, it's like people talk about his two-way game and it just not being on par with Celebrini, which was a factor. And you talk about his first 2 years, I would agree. I think his two-way game wasn't good this season. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Jeff Blashill had a good like comment about that too. Real quick, it's the reason why I know he's a big time winning hockey player. When he was in our lineup, we were 1 point out of the wild card in the Western Conference, and since then we are 1-6-1. That's impact he's had. That's the type of two-way player he's become. you don't have an impact if you're just a point getter. You only have the impact if you're a true two-way kind of winning player, and that's what he's become. And it's like that. I thought that one again. That was like fucking right. Like Blashill's the guy, man. Like I was so happy to have him as like our coach there. Where I wanted to see, do you have his stats pulled up by any chance?
Who's
Bedard?
Yeah.
What's his plus minus for this season?
+8.
I know it's a stupid stat, and like that's the one you can't really go on. But what was it last season?
Oh, he's like a -82 over the last 2 years.
You're telling me on a still like that, like you're telling me like he hasn't improved his game at all in that direction?
Dude, if you even go back into like the games where they compare players like one-on-one, like against Colorado, where they had like McKinnon's chances with Bedard on the ice and McKinnon's chances with him off the ice, and Bedard actually outchanced McKinnon when they went head-to-head. Like, you don't think that that's a factor, that he wasn't a factor on that? Like, it's crazy. Like, he's so good.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly, like, I think what bugs me the most about this is them not using the injury as an excuse. I think if they would have said, like, we weren't sure about his injury situation and all that kind of stuff, and that would kind of, push us to give it to like a guy who's healthy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I believe I can live with that. But to just straight up say that he was on the outside looking in the entire time, like that is just
it's ridiculous.
Wild. Yeah, that's ludicrous and obnoxious, and it's a stupid theory and like conspiracy tinfoil hat. But it's like, dude, Doug Armstrong, GM of the Blues.
Mm-hmm.
Like does that shit come into play at all for this type of stuff?
Hey, Bill Guerin, GM of the Wild, not taking a Dallas Star and Jason Robertson.
Yeah, it's
Does
just
that
like
take any of like.
Yeah, it's just too, and it's like, did Doug Armstrong tell Shen to go after Bedard that game to make his decision a lot easier? I'm not saying it. It's just
you're just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing out ideas.
People are talking.
Having a discussion.
People are talking, and their talk is that Doug Armstrong's a mobster boss, putting bounties on players' head he doesn't want on Team Canada. Don't quote me on that. Tomorrow's Facebook or Instagram post is going to be that exact quote. Sources say Doug Armstrong put a hit on Connor Bedard. No, it's just now that's been like a week. Has your like, I know when it first happened, I was kind of like, what the fuck, and like really pissed about it. Like, have you like changed your opinion on it? Like, have you calmed down about it at all? Like,
no, I mean, I already knew it was happening. I knew it was going to happen the second Bedard got hurt. And like, even that not being an excuse, if he was playing, there would be more outrage because he would still be like top. He would be at the top of the league basically in points still. But because he hasn't played in the last like 2 weeks or whatever it is, like it's easier to kind of be like, oh, well, yeah, it's been really quiet because he hasn't played. But I already had a feeling that he was gonna get fucking shafted. Like, especially since there was just so much talk about like, oh, it's gonna be between Celebrini and Bedard, and then for the whole time I'm like, why does it have to be between them? Why isn't it like someone else is on the outside? Because these two kids are incredible.
Like who? Let me pull up Team Canada again. Like the guys from Tampa that made it, Point and Sorelli.
Yeah.
That's okay. That right there is two spots that seem like that should have been a Bedard spot.
Yeah, I think
maybe like not Point as much.
With plenty of these players, like even like Mitch Marner, you're just going off of like history. You're not going off of like their current play. Marner is currently less points than Bedard, and he hasn't been hurt.
Yeah, don't remind me. been killing my fucking fantasy.
He's got 40 points in 40 games, which is solid. But like Bedard has 44 in 31 games. You're telling me that you couldn't replace Mitch Marner with Bedard?
Tom Wilson, like, why do you need Tom Wilson?
That's the other thing. They take Tom Wilson. They made such a big deal, like reporters made such a big deal that they need Tom Wilson. They need Tom Wilson. You can't fucking fight in Olympic hockey. Like, what are you gonna do?
Team USA did the same thing. I feel like they built these teams based on the battle it was at Four Nations.
Yeah,
and it's not that tournament.
No, you need to have guys that can fucking score.
This is a finesse tournament. This is a skill-based tournament.
And I mean, even just talking about that, like, again, Team USA not taking Jason Robertson is insane.
Dude, I was like, when I saw Canada, I was like, well, thank God I'm American.
Did Canada? Oh, no. I was thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking Canada. Did USA take Gensel?
You know what? Let's see.
Projected lines.
No. Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh, they did. Okay, good. I was just looking at like guys that should be in the Olympics. Also, Nick Suzuki. I understand Nick Suzuki is a good player. I don't think Nick Suzuki is better than Connor Bedard.
Yeah, no, 100%. Nick Suzuki's a great player. Like, I would love to have like Nick Suzuki on our team to play with Connor Bedard. But Connor Bedard was talking with like media and stuff, and he did say that was informed that he is a injury substitute or injury call up kind of thing. He had his one little quote that kind of stuck out to me was like, when you don't meet one of your goals, the only thing to do is look in the mirror and see what you can do better. And it's like, for me, that's like, it's ridiculous, dude, that a player that good who's doing everything right and did everything right to get himself in a position that he should have been a no doubter Team Canada is gotta like second guess his game.
Oh, dude, especially since there's so many doubters on Team Canada. Again, Mitch Marner.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, so like reading like the Reddit where I found that like quote, it's like a Reddit post, and there's just the comments. RIP Central Division. Can't wait for him to return. 41 points, only 31 games. Insane for any player, especially a 20-year-old. Honestly, great coach, great attitude. I believe it's coming from him because he's obviously a guy who holds himself to a high standard.
I forgot that they took Bo Horvat over Connor Bedard.
Yep.
Crazy.
He's gonna come back from injury looking like Terminator. And hey, we kind of called it. We kind of said this is what we wanted. You know, if he can't play on it, we want to piss off Connor Bedard. So you got to piss off Connor Bedard for not making Team Canada, piss off Connor Bedard for missing games for a stupid fucking injury. Like, it's gonna be a fun season when he gets back.
I just saw Brock Nelson's name again, and I was just like, him over Jason Robertson is also fucking insane.
Dude, him over like Cole Caulfield.
Oh, dude, Braden Point is a -1, has 26 points in 34 games, and they took him over Connor Bedard. Like, I understand Point has been a good player in his career. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I don't even know like what he did in Four Nations. I'm sure he played fine. Again, not having a better year than Connor Bedard. And like, when people want to tell me that like, you know, so-and-so has this history. Great. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter what your history is when you're currently not better than someone.
Yeah, I don't. And again, it's like, for a tournament, you want best on best. It's like, why would you not go with the best players currently at the time? Like, it just, that...
like, you just assume that, like, he's not going to be a big game player. Like, he's played huge games at juniors, at, like, World Juniors. They put the game on his fucking stick.
I mean, I guess that's why we're we're sitting and talking about hockey and not actually working in hockey, making decisions like that. I don't know. Maybe there's something more where like it just seems like common sense. You go with the best players at the time. Yeah, you take a couple like because of who they are and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, yeah, definitely, I would build this team a lot different if it was me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, let's wrap this up with the farm report.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, we're going from Olympic talk to World Junior talk. Start out with the boy, not the boy. It's one of the boys, Anton Frondell, baby. He's a gold medalist for World Junior. Not only that, here, wait, let me go to actual awards that he won during this. So he was elected to the World Junior All-Star team, as well as being the World Junior Best Forward, gold medal, and top 3 player on the team. So not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. He finished World Juniors with 8 points, 5 goals, 3 assists. Pretty goddamn good. Scoring some sick goals. He's got an incredible shot. I cannot wait for him and Bedsy to just feed off of each other if they're on the same line. Especially, I was thinking about it. Like, if we get a high pick, I'm kind of unsure if it should go McKenna or if it should go Stenberg, because you get benefits both directions there. I won't go too far into it, but I think McKenna and Bedard would have an easy connection, and then obviously Stenberg and Frondell would have an easy connection. And I think either way, those are the guys that you're going to try and target, and hopefully we get one of those and we're fucking smooth sailing from here on out. My other, the boy, Roman Cancer. Oh, wait, no, here, I'll talk about the actual rest of the guys that went to World Juniors. Sorry. I like talking about Roman.
Talk about the boy.
I like talking about Roman Canceroff. He's just fucking, I can't wait to see that kid over here. Vaslav Nestrashel. His team goes on to play Sweden in the game, in the gold medal game. They came in second, obviously. He got an assist in that game. He got an assist against the game where they beat Canada as well. He ended up finishing the tourney with 8 points, kind of matching Frondell, but 2 goals and 6 assists. There was a thing that I had seen where him and Frondell were shaking hands, and they're like, what did you say to Frondell when that made him laugh so hard? And he just goes, I told him to fuck off. Just like, okay, that's good. I love it. I love the like chatter, like the banter between the two guys
that starting it early. Let's go.
Future Hawks, Anthony Janthony. That's what I meant to say. Anthony Janthony Spellacy. He finished the junior tournament with 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists in 5 games. Unfortunately, USA lost to Finland. Finland lost to Sweden. Sweden won it all. Okay, those are the junior kids. Roman Canceroff, kid's sick. He right now is currently in 3rd in the KHL in points. He still leads the fucking league in goals, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I didn't look that up, but I'm pretty sure. I was going to say I'm positive. I'm pretty sure that that's still the case because it is. I was saying before to you earlier, it's very funny that like guys at the top of the league in points for the KHL, it's like 49 and 49, 2 guys tied for first. Then it's Canceroff at 47. But among like the top 10, Canceroff leads in penalty minutes by, he's got 47 PIMs, and the next closest has 20. So the kid's got a little edge to him. But he's also a plus 21. So he may be defensively responsible. I'm not entirely sure because Russia is just weird.
It's okay, man. Who knows? It's a fucking wild, wild west out there.
Back here in the North America, Nathan Bem is still tearing it up.
Jesus.
Huh?
So why'd you say it like that? The North America.
I don't know, because I fucking sometimes am talking too fast for my brain. So
Don't say weird shit.
don't say weird shit. Hey, Nathan Bem's got 55 points in 37 games. He's got 4 points in his last 2 games with a goal and assist in both of those. He had we already talked about that 5-point game that he had. That was the last episode. Vanacker has slowed down on the goal scoring a bit, but he's got 28 and 31. I think he's only got like 2 points in his last 5 games. Yep. 3 points in his last 5 games since getting snipped from the Canada squad.
And Team Canada, Hockey Canada doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, they needed goal scorers and they didn't take any. Let's see. Korchinski's doing well. He's got some more assists in his last few games. His totals right now is 2 goals, 17 assists for 19 points in 32 games in Rockford. I can't wait. I hope Korchinski gets a lot more time on the Hawks next season or, end of this year.
I think if Connor Murphy gets moved, I think we're going to see probably a couple guys trying out, I think once trade deadline pass, I think they'll try to work in a few guys, give everybody some minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what they do, depending on where the Hawks are come the trade deadline, if they even end up moving Murphy or not.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about in another episode a little bit closer because it's an interesting kind of looking at what they do have vet wise. But anyway, we're talking about the kids.
The kids are. I mean, the rest of the kids are doing all right. Renzel's still got 7 assists. Now he's got 10 games. He hasn't. I don't think he's gotten a point in his last 5 or so games. But also, Rockford's kind of slumping right now. I think they have 4 losses in a row. Let's see. Mason West has got 5 points in 8 games, which I think last time we checked in, he had 5 and 5. The goalies are doing okay. I mean, they were doing pretty good already, but
Rockford's struggling. That means our goalies are struggling a bit.
Yeah, that's happening. Adam Gahan went and did that Spengler Cup. It was not great for him. He had a 5 goals against in one game and then 3 goals against the other game. So he only played in 2 of them. But he's still having a great year at college. So I'm sure he's going to make the jump to at least Rockford next year. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anyone I missed. No, not really. There's Jack Pridham. He's got 42 points in 36 games in Kitchener.
You say Mason West at all?
I just did, yeah.
No, sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, he's got 5 points in 8 games. His last few games, let's see, what has he got? He's got no points in his last 3 games. So yeah, he was at 5 and 5.
Fucking bum.
That's all right. It's okay.
The kids are all right. So.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, well, I think that about does it for this episode.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Episode 348, Negging works.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna say anything,
we should probably neg them real quick.
Yeah, you guys all suck. You're useless. You don't belong in the.
Of course, they're gonna play shit against the Blues. Ugh. And I bet Nick Lardis doesn't do a fucking thing. I hope he gets a hattie.
Fucking Teravine and Bertuzzi, they still can't score. I don't know what it was just dumb luck the last couple games for them.
Nah, no one else can score. You're just relying on those two. Don't want the offense to dry up.
So, all right. Make sure to find us on your favorite podcast platform: Spotify, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, the big 2. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, social media at WCB Podcast, and we will see you on the next one.
All right, love you, boys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the WCB Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast. To connect with Jarom and Tanner, check out the boys at WCB Podcast on all social media. We'll see you next time.